And we welcome you to the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We welcome you back to another exciting edition of the NBA2K26 presenting the 2025-2026 season playthrough. We are still in the postseason as we are Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals featuring the Orlando Magic and the Atlanta Hawks. As we look at the starting lineups for the teams here, we have Suggs, Bane at the guards. Then we got Franz Wagner and Banchero at the forwards, with Mo Wagner getting the start at center over Wendell Carter Jr. For the Hawks, we got Young, Daniels, Richazé, Johnson, and Porzingis. The Hawks took Game 1 99-80 as the Hawks will win the tip. They see Porzingis already with the slam dunk. Just a few seconds into the game, it's 2-0 Hawks. Franz Wagner started most of the season. Mo Wagner, this is the first time we saw him as a starter in a watched game, as Porzingis will get the rebound there. Dyson Daniels feeding it over to Richazé. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Porzingis gets the offensive rebound in to put in. And it's quickly 4-0 already. Porzingis had 41 points in the Game 1 victory just a couple of nights ago. I see Jalen Suggs will shoot the three. That's no good. Dyson Daniels coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's good, and it's quickly 6-0 Atlanta, just over a minute into the game. If we had a game commentary on, you had Brian Anderson, Grant Hill, Tim Legler, but you get me instead. Desmond Bane feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero puts a bucket up, layup up, that's good. And the Magic are on the board. Banchero had 20 points and 7 rebounds in the loss a couple nights ago here in Atlanta. Porzingis will shoot the three. That is no good. Jalen Johnson getting the offensive rebound. Richazé has it. Daniels with it. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Mo Wagner grabbing the rebound. And you see Trae Young getting the steal there. The Hawks in real life, as I said, they lost in 6 games to the New York Knicks. They got blown out by over 50 points in this building in that Game 6 loss that ended their season. You see Porzingis will shoot the three. That's no good. Jalen Suggs grabbing the rebound. Suggs feed it over to Banchero. He'll shoot the two. That's no good. Daniels will grab the rebound there. He's over to Richazé. He thought about the shot over for a second, but he'll shoot it over to Young. Young will drain it. And it's quickly 8-2. The Magic ended up completing the choke job against the Pistons. History repeated itself 23 years later as Desmond Bane will shoot the three. Bane only had 11 points in that Game 1 loss. He was very cold throughout the entire game. 22.7 points per game in the 4 games they played against each other, though Desmond Bane averaged. Porzingis being guarded by Mo Wagner. He misses that one. Franz Wagner grabbing the rebound. Suggs coming around with the layup. That is good. Magic within 1 right now. See, Jalen Suggs only had 13.8 points per game, 3.8 rebounds a game, and 4 assists per game, and 1.3 steals per game. That was the stat line during the regular season. Trae Young misses. Mo Wagner grabbing the rebound. Gets it over to Suggs, and Suggs is going to go to the line, and an and one opportunity as Trae Young called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Jalen Suggs had 19 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal in the loss against the Hawks in Game 1. As the Magic are on top for the first time in this game. That's a 7-0 run for the Magic. Makes that an 8-0 run, and the Magic are on top by 2. Richazé across the half-court line, dishing over to Daniels, back to Richazé. He's going to come around the layup. That's good, and we are tied at 10. Dyson Daniels, I believe, had the assist there. Banchero feeds it over to Franz Wagner. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Dyson Daniels with the rebound. Daniels coming around. Alley-oop to Jalen Johnson. And the Hawks are on top again. The Hawks shooting 6 of 12. The Magic 4 of 8. 18 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Desmond Bane. Bane, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Jalen Johnson grabbing the rebound. Tosses over to Richazé. There's a Trae Young shot. That's good. The lead is up to 4. 6-0 run by the Hawks, and they are up by 4 once again. Led by as many as 6. Suggs, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Dyson Daniels coming down the rebound 5 minutes into the game. 14-10, the Hawks on top. Game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series. Trae Young feeds it over to Johnson. Johnson with the slam dunk. That's an 8-0 run. See Jalen Johnson averaging 13.5 points a game during the regular season and only 7.8 a game so far in this postseason. Suggs hands it over to Mo Wagner. He'll miss that one. Trae Young feeds it over to Richazé. They shoot it back over to Trae Young. We got 10 on the shot clock. Young, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. That's an 11-0 run, a 9-point lead for the Hawks. Franz Wagner crossing the half-court line, and we'll have our first timeout of the game. We're going to take one as well. 6:07 to play in the first. The Hawks leading it 19-10. We're back here in Atlanta. 6:07 to play in the first. We look at the lineup change. We got Anthony Black checking into the game for Jalen Suggs, and that is it. As I mentioned in the IRL series, the Hawks lost to the Knicks in 6. And the Magic blew a 3-1 series lead against the Pistons. History repeated itself 23 years later as they were in that same situation. They see Banchero with the shot. That is no good. Trae Young grabbing a rebound. 10-4, the Hawks out-rebounding the Magic right now. Daniels feeds it over to Trae Young. Young, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Desmond Bane grabbing a rebound. It's a current 11-0 run by the Atlanta Hawks. He's over to Banchero. That's missed, and Jalen Johnson grabbing a rebound. Banchero with 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting. 1 assist so far for him. Trae Young, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Banchero grabbing a rebound. Franz Wagner feeds it over to Banchero. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three, and that will end the 11-0 run. Richazé with it. Feeds it over to Porzingis. Porzingis with the bucket. That's in there, and the lead is up to 8 again. We got Franz Wagner. Feeds it over to Desmond Bane. Bane back over to Banchero. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Richazé with it. Feeds it over to Dyson Daniels, back over to Richazé. Feeds it over to Young. He passes that one up for second. 10 on the shot clock. Johnson, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Desmond Bane grabbing a rebound. Desmond Bane over to Anthony Black. He'll get his first points off the bench. The Magic shooting 38% right now in the first quarter. The Hawks 53%. The Magic only shot 42% in that Game 1 loss. The Hawks at 48% in that win. Richazé will shoot for three. That's no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero with the layup, and that's good. And we'll have a timeout called. 3:49 to play in the first. We're going to take a timeout. The Hawks lead it by 4. Coming back out of the timeout. 3:49 to play in the first. We got Wendell Carter Jr. checking into the game while Mo Wagner moving to power forward. And we got a slew of substitutions. We'll try to get the lineup in there. We got Okongwu. We got Alexander Walker. Then we got Mohamed Gay out there as well as Luke Kennard. And Caleb Houston. As Houston will shoot the three. That's no good. Mo Wagner grabbing the rebound. Anthony Black feeds it over to Desmond Bane. Bane back over to Black. Black, he'll shoot the two. That's no good. Mohamed Gay grabbing a rebound. Nikhil Alexander Walker has it as he's crossing the half-court line. Kennard As we got 13 on the shot clock. 21-17, the Hawks on top. Alexander Walker, he'll shoot the three. That's no good, but Mohamed Gay will tip the rebound in off the miss. And it'll lead up to 6 again. Banchero got 15 on the shot clock. Back over to Black to Mo Wagner. Bedaze looking like he's the one to check into the game. Over to Anthony Black. Feeds it over to Bain. To Wagner. Over to Banchero. 4 on the shot clock. Banchero, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Luke Kennard grabbing the rebound. Kennard feeds it over to Gay. And Gay is going to go to the line shooting 2 as Mo Wagner called for his first personal foul. First team foul. You look at Johnny Mosley, or Jamal Mosley, I should say, who was just recently fired right after that Game 7 loss. You see the Hawks 16 points in the paint, 14 points off of assist. I mean, I think that game, I knew after that Game 6 when they only were held to 19 points as Gay misses the first one. Franz Wagner checking back into the game. Banchero going to go to the bench. Same with Mo Wagner. Carter Jr. moving to power forward. But I knew like they were going to lose that series, Game 7, when the Magic, who were up by 22 at halftime, only got held to 19 points in the second half. Gay will make the second one. 24-17. Hawks on top. 2:15 to play here in the first. Bedaze feeds it over to Desmond Bain. Bain, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Okongwu grabbing a rebound. Okongwu was held scoreless, but he did get 13 rebounds and 1 assist. Mohamed Gay. He'll feed it over to Luke Kennard. 7 on the shot clock, over to Alexander Walker. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Wendell Carter Jr. grabbing a rebound. Go over to Franz Wagner. Push it over to Desmond Bain. Minute and a half to play in the first. Bain gonna go to the line, and yeah, he'll go to the line, shooting 2. As Nikhil Alexander Walker called for his first personal foul. Second team foul called against the Hawks. 1:29 to play here in the first. I hope you like what you see in this video. If you do, leave a like, comment on this video, and hit the subscribe button if you have not done so yet. Still got plenty of these videos coming out here, as Bain will hit the first one. Porzingis checking back into the game. Mohamed Gay going back to the bench. Bain will sink them both. It's a 5-point lead for the Hawks. They lead the series 1-0 right now. As they're looking to hold serve on home court right now. Porzingis almost thought about taking a shot for a second, but pass it over to Caleb Houston. Over to Alexander Walker. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Carter Jr. 16-11, the Hawks out rebounding the Magic. The Hawks had 51 rebounds to only 43 for the Magic in Game 1. So we're under a minute to play here. 8 on the shot clock. Bain. Excuse me about that. Desmond Bain will hit the shot there. Hopefully it didn't come through. I was able to get my volume down for a second before I was able to get a sneeze out. Porzingis. 10 on the shot clock. He's over to Kennard. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Wagner grabbing a rebound. That's Franz Wagner. Feeds it over to Anthony Black. Black coming around, and he'll get the bucket. That is good. And we are tied at 24. 7-0 run for the Magic. Shot clock turned off. And Alexander Walker. Over to Porzingis. Porzingis with the layup. That's in there. The lead is up to 2 for the Hawks. Bain will shoot the deep three. That's no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first quarter here. The Hawks leading it 26-24. I hope you like what you see. If you do, leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Get ready to start the second quarter here. So we have, that was Bedaze Black. Is that Desmond Bain, Franz Wagner, and I believe that's Wendell Carter Jr. That is the lineup set. No, that's Tyus Jones, actually. Never mind. So that will now officially, you see, Okongwu will get the slam dunk there on the alley-oop by Caleb Houston. So we have Houston, Okongwu, Porzingis, Alexander Walker, and Kennard. That's the lineup set for both teams. He's it over to Franz Wagner. He'll shoot the two. That's no good. Alexander Walker grabbing a rebound there. 18 rebounds for the Hawks so far in this game. They had, as I said, they had 51 in all of game number 1. Porzingis feeds it over to Kennard, and Kennard was rejected. Still keeps possession with Alexander Walker for 3. No good. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. Franz Wagner over to Desmond Black. Or no, Anthony Black. Anthony Black with the bucket in there, and the Magic are within 2. A minute and a half into the second quarter here. 28-26, game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Hawks leading the series 1-0. Kennard, that shot is up. That's no good. Tyus Jones grabbing a rebound. Jones coming around. He'll feed it over to Anthony Black. Black will feed it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. with the slam dunk, and we are tied at 28. The Magic only led once, 10-8 right now, before an 11-0 run that ensued by the Hawks. Kennard looking to try to put his team back on top. No good. Bedaze grabbing a rebound. Franz Wagner feeds it over to Anthony Black. 15 on the shot clock, feeding it over to Tyus Jones. We got 10 on the shot clock. Jones, he'll take the 2. That's no good. Okongwu grabbing a rebound. We got Caleb Houston. So we're almost 3 minutes into the second quarter. Feeds it over to Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker almost lost it for a second. Gives it over to Porzingis. Porzingis with the bucket that's in there, and the Hawks lead it 30-28. We're going to take a timeout. 9:01 to play in the second. The Hawks leading it by 2. Coming out of timeout here. 9:01 to play in the second. Anthony Black goes to point guard. Jalen Suggs checking into the game. And for the Hawks, let's see how their lineup looks. We got, Franz Wagner checking back into the game now. This is over to Black, back over to Suggs. Suggs feeding over to Franz Wagner. 9 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Suggs. Suggs back over to Black. 4 on the shot clock. Anthony Black, he'll take the jump shot. That is no good. Carter Jr. gets the offensive rebound and the put in, and we are tied at 30. Kobe Buffkin. He actually got some playing time in game number 1. He had 3 points in game 1. Luke Kennard feeds it over to Buffkin. 7 on the shot clock. We got 5 on the shot clock. Buffkin, he'll shoot the 2. That's no good. Bedaze grabbing a rebound. He's over to Franz Wagner. 15 on the shot clock. Suggs, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Okongwu grabbing a rebound. Buffkin has it. Feeds it over to Alexander Walker. 10 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker feeds it over to Buffkin. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss that one. Carter Jr. grabbing a rebound. 20 on the shot clock. Black holding on to it right now. 13 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Wagner. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss that one. Okongwu grabbing a rebound. 30-30 right now. So we're almost 5 minutes into the second quarter. Alexander Walker feeds it over to Kennard. He'll shoot the 3. He'll be drained the 3, and the Hawks on top by 3. Okongwu with the assist. Carter Jr. with the slam dunk. See the Magic shooting 13 of 32. The Hawks 15 of 36 right now. Bunch of players want to check back into the game, heading to the scores table for both teams. Alexander Walker, that is tipped. Porzingis will have the slam dunk. That's 12 points for him already. As I said, he had a 41-point game against the Magic in Game 1. Carter Jr., that's going to fall in. Timeout, Hawks. We're going to take one as well with 6:27 to play in the second. The Hawks lead it by 1. Coming out of timeout here. Let's see, for Orlando, we got Suggs, Bain, Wagner, Roncaro. I believe Mo Wagner is checked back into the game. And let's see, we got Young, Daniels, Richazé. So I said it was Young, Daniels, Richazé, Porzingis. I believe that's Johnson. So that is starting lineups back out. Starting 5 back out for the Hawks. You see Trae Young, he'll shoot the 2. That's in there, and a lead up to 3 again. Trae Young and Porzingis, we both know, are no longer Hawks in real life. Desmond Bane, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Jalen Johnson grabbing the rebound. 23-18, the Hawks out-rebound the Magic, and that is stolen by Wendell Carter Jr. So no, Mo Wagner did not check back into the game. As Suggs is going to go to the line, he's going to shoot 2. Dyson Daniels charged with his first personal foul, first team foul. At the time of the recording of this game, I know we were actually starting the second round of the NBA playoffs in real life. I know there were 2 games taking place. We had Knicks, Sixers, and then Timberwolves and Spurs. Those game 1s. And there's a miss right there. Anthony Black checking back into the game for Mo Wagner. No, Franz Wagner, I should say. Suggs will drain 1 of 2. 2-point lead for the Hawks right now. 5.5 to play here in the second. Lower scoring game than it was in game 1, I'll tell you that, because the Hawks were having their way right now. Richazé will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3, and the lead is up to 5. 40-35 right now as we're approaching 5 minutes to play until halftime. Bancaro feeds it over to Black. Black back over to Bain. He'll shoot the 3. That misses right there. Jalen Johnson over to Richazé. Desmond Bain, 8 points on 2 of 7 shooting, 2 rebounds. Richazé coming around. He'll give it over to Daniels. Daniels will miss that one. I think Richazé should have just taken a layup there. But that's good old 2K logic there. Bain coming around. That is no good. Dyson Daniels with the rebound. Richazé, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Carter Jr. grabbing the rebound for the Magic. They're going the other way. Jalen Suggs. Suggs, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Porzingis with the rebound. The Hawks going the other way. Richazé has it crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Johnson. Johnson with the layup. That's good. Or the turnaround shot, I should say. And the lead is up to 7. Timeout, Magic. We're going to take one as well. 3:50 to play in the second. 42-35. Hawks on top. Coming out of the timeout here. 3:50 to play in the second. Okongwu checking back into the game for Porzingis. That's that game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Hawks lead the series 1-0 as we're under 4 to play until halftime. 42-35, the Hawks lead it. Black, he'll shoot the 2, or 3, I should say. That's no good. Johnson grabbing the rebound. Hawks out-rebound the Magic 27-20 right now. Feeds it over to Richazé. Got 9 on the shot clock. Okongwu. Feeds it over to Trae Young. We got 3 on the shot clock. Young He'll put the shot up. That's good. And it'll lead us 44-35. I believe that's a 7-0 run right there. Trae Young, 11 points, 5 of 8 shooting. Jalen Suggs coming around with the layup. That's good. That puts an end to a 7-0 run there. 44-37, the Hawks lead it. We got Dyson Daniels. He's holding on to that one right there over to Trae Young. Being guarded by Jalen Suggs. Young feeds it over to Okongwu. Okongwu, wow, that just went over the rim right there. Banchero will control it. Now over to Bane. 15 on the shot clock for the Magic. Suggs coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's good. Jalen Suggs with 10 points in the first half right now. 8 of them in the paint. Magic within 5. He's it over to Okongwu. Okongwu from inside the paint. That's good. They'll lead up to 7 again. I believe that is their largest lead of the game is 7. Anthony Black shooting for 3. That's a no good. Okongwu getting the rebound there. Okongwu feeding it over to Dyson Daniels. Daniels over to Trae Young. Back over to Johnson. Over to Rishaje. 10 on the shot clock. Rishaje. He's coming around. He'll dish it over to Johnson. And Johnson, no, that's foul on Paolo Banchero. Blocking foul. The Wagner brothers are going to check back into the game now as Black and Carter Jr. are going to go to the bench. Trae Young, 10 on the shot clock. Young feeding over to Okongwu. He'll get the layup. That's in. Then the lead is up to 9, their largest lead. Trae Young with the assist. 75 seconds to play until halftime. .14 to play, or 14 on the shot clock. Desmond Bane, he'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. 11 points for Desmond Bane. He's 3 of 9 shooting, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. He's already matched his game total from game number 1. Feeds it over to Young. He'll shoot the 3. Trae Young will answer that 3 back in the lead. Put up the 9 again. 51-42. Desmond Bane. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Johnson grabbing a rebound. Over to Daniels. Daniels coming around. Layup good. And the lead is up to 11 for the Magic. Or for the Hawks, I should say. Got Jalen Suggs. Feeds it over to Franz Wagner. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. Only an 8-point game. 13.4 to play. Shot clock turned off. Trae Young. Got 5 on the shot clock. Young. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. And Banchero with the rebound. That will do it. We are at the end of the first half. The Atlanta Hawks lead it by 8. It is 53-45. It is a closer game than it was at halftime in game number 1. The Magic still hanging in there. If you like what you see in this first half, hit the like button, comment on this video, and if you have not done so yet, why haven't you done it? Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop, as well as if you're able to donate to me financially. There is a link to my Cash App in the description down below, as well as where you can follow me on Instagram and X. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions. I'm going to send it off to the halftime report. We'll see you guys in the second half. Back here at State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, the Hawks leading at 53-45 as we're getting ready to start the second half in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Hawks already up 1-0. They're one half away from going up 2-0. However, there's still 24 minutes for the Magic to try to make things right and maybe try to send this back to Central Florida tied at 1. The starting five for both teams are out on there. Suggs, Bain, Franz Wagner, Banchero, and Mo Wagner for the Magic. And for the Hawks, you got Young, Daniels, Reese-Auger, Johnson, and Porzingis. Banchero missed the three. Porzingis grabbing a rebound. Trae Young crossing the half-court line. Back over to Dyson Daniels, 15 on the shot clock. 11.5 to play in the third. Trae Young, we got 8 on the shot clock. Young, he'll shoot the two. That is good, and the lead is up to 10. 16 points for Trae Young. The Hawks led by as many as 11 in that first half. Jalen Suggs feeding it with to Mo Wagner. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Porzingis grabbing the rebound. We are now 1 minute into the second quarter, or third quarter, I should say. 55-45, Hawks on top. Dyson Daniels. Over to Daniels. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Banchero grabbing the rebound. Banchero over to Franz Wagner. Wagner back to Banchero. 9 on the shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. Banchero. He's coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's good. The Magic only shooting 40%. They shot 42% in the first half. The Hawks 49% shooting. They shot 48% in Game 1. Magic shooting below their Game 1 average, Game 1 total, and Hawks are just a little bit above Game 1 total as Porzingis fouled as Mo Wagner called for a second personal foul. First team foul against the Magic here in the third quarter. Wagner going to go to the line shooting two, or Porzingis going to the line shooting two. Said Porzingis wants to try to put up a good game. He had 41 points in Game 1 victory as Porzingis will have 9, or Porzingis will put the lead up to 9 again. As I mentioned, the Wagner brothers are probably really happy where their alma mater recently won the national championship, their second in NCAA basketball. 57-47. We got Jalen Suggs pushing it over to Moritz Wagner. So we're 2 minutes into the third quarter. Feeds it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs with a jump shot. That's good. That's 12 points for Jalen Suggs. 5 of 9 shooting, but he is minus 15 out on the court. Kind of curious when the NBA went to that hockey stat there with the plus and minus out on the court. I kind of am. I mean, I know people don't take much into it, but I'm kind of curious to see how much better they did with them on the court and what the difference was with them on the court. Banchero, he'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Porzingis grabbing a rebound. Dyson Daniels feed it over to Reese-Auger, and that's a miss right there. Mo Wagner grabbing a rebound. Reese-Auger, 5 points, 5 assists on 2 of 6 shooting. Banchero feeds it over to Franz Wagner for 3. No good. Porzingis grabbing a rebound. Reese-Auger with it. Feeds it back over to Dyson Daniels, 14 on the shot clock. Daniels feeds it over to Porzingis. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3, and the lead is up to 11, and we have a timeout called. 60-49. The Hawks on top. 8:31 to play in the third. We're going to take a timeout. We are back here in Atlanta. 8:31 to play in the third. The Hawks leading at 60-49, matching their largest margin of lead at 11 points. 3 timeouts left for the Orlando Magic as you saw a face of Jamal Mosley, who in real life was just recently fired before I recorded this game. Mo Wagner coming around the shot. That's good. Boncaro with the assist. Magic within 9. We got Trae Young, 15 on the shot clock, and that's an illegal screen called against Reece Auger. That's his first personal foul. Since that was on the offensive side, that is no team foul. Will not go against the team foul. The Magic are actually playing this game a lot closer right now. They see Desmond Bane. 10 on the shot clock. Bane will shoot the 3. That is no good. In and out. Johnson with the rebound. Reece Auger has it for the Hawks. 60-51. Trae Young. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Franz Wagner grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over. There's Boncaro for 3. Good! Paulo Boncaro. And the Magic within 6. Dyson Daniels feeds it over to Jalen Johnson. Nine on the shot clock. Young feeds it over to Porzingis. No, that's Reece Auger. He'll miss it, but Porzingis will get the offensive rebound in the slam dunk. He had 12 in the first half. I believe that's 7 now. Here in the third quarter, he has 19. Jalen Suggs, the lead up to 8. Franz Wagner with the layup, and the lead is back down to 6 for the Hawks. Trae Young feeds it over to Porzingis. We got 8 on the shot clock. Porzingis feeds it over to Reece Auger, over to Trae Young. Young will get the bucket up. That's no good. Boncaro grabbing a rebound. Holding on to the shot clock right now. 18 on the shot clock, as you say. Boncaro fishes it over to Mo Wagner. 10 on the shot clock, and we are halfway through the third quarter. Jalen Suggs feeds it over to Boncaro. Boncaro. There's a shot by Bane. That's no good. Johnson with the rebound. Reece Auger feeds it over to Porzingis. Porzingis with the bucket. That's in there, and the lead is up to 8 again. That's 21 for him. Jalen Suggs crossing the half-court line. Play on right now. We got 5.5 to play in the third. Mo Wagner. Or that's Franz Wagner. He'll feed Boncaro. That's no good. Young will grab the rebound over to Reece Auger. Trae Young will hold on to it. 14 on the shot clock. Feeding it back over to Dyson Daniels. Daniels, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Porzingis gets the offensive rebound in the slam dunk, and the lead is back up to 10 again. 23 for Porzingis. Desmond Bane feeding it over to Boncaro. 14 on the shot clock. Boncaro, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Porzingis with the rebound. Trae Young feeds it over to Reece Auger. Feeds it back over to Daniels. 8 on the shot clock. Daniels, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Franz Wagner with the rebound. Feeds it over to Jalen Suggs. Team down by 10 again. They were close to they were as close as 6 earlier in this third quarter. Boncaro, he'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. Paulo Boncaro with 15 points. 8 of those here in the third quarter. Under 4 to play in the third. 66-59. Hawks on top. Game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series. The Hawks leading the series 1-0. Trae Young for 3. And the lead is up to 10 again. Wagner. He'll feed it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Reece Auger grabbing the rebound. Dyson Daniels with it. Coming inside, feeds it over to Johnson. Johnson will get the layup. That's good, and the Hawks have their largest lead at 12. It's 71-59. Jalen Suggs crossing the half-court line. Play on. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Moncaro, he'll shoot the 2. No good. Porzingis grabbing a rebound. Kristaps has it. Coming around. Layup. Good. 14-point lead. Magic at 24-60. The Hawks at 32-65. Mo Wagner getting that big basketball pass there. Feeds it over to, I believe that it was Bain, but that's no good. Kristaps coming around with the slam dunk. The Hawks lead it by 16. That is worthy enough for the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. Mo Wagner feeds it over to Moncaro as Moncaro crosses the half-court line. Got 10 on the shot clock. Moncaro, that is no good. Jalen Johnson grabbing a rebound over to Dyson Daniels. The Hawks leading it by 16 right now. Over to Trae Young. Dyson Daniels. 10 on the shot clock. Daniels feeds it over to Porzingis. Being guarded by Mo Wagner. Porzingis, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Desmond Bane grabbing a rebound. No points for the Magic in the last 2:35 and counting. Suggs over to Bane. Bane with it. Feeds it over to Moncaro, and Moncaro with the bucket. That was a 9-0 run actually by the Hawks prior to that Moncaro bucket, and we'll have a timeout called by the Hawks. We're going to take one as well. 1:14 to play in the third. 75-61. Hawks on top. Let's look at the lineup set for Orlando. We have Jones, Black, Wagner, Carter Jr., and Bedaze. And for the Hawks, we have Kennard, Alexander Walker, Houston. I said Kennard, Alexander Walker, Houston, Gay. And is Porzingis still in? No. No, he's Okongwu. Okay, that's who I was thinking of. Alexander Walker. That is no good. Anthony Black grabbing a rebound there. Trailing by 14 right now here in game 2. Feeds it back over to Franz Wagner. 75-61, the Hawks on top. Franz Wagner feeding it over to Wendell Carter Jr. Back over to Tyus Jones. The shot is up. That's no good. Gay grabbing a rebound. Alexander Walker almost dangerously stepped in the backcourt violation. LeBron James actually did that in game 1 against the Spurs. Kennard feeding over to Gay. Back over to Houston. 5 on the shot clock. Kennard, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Carter Jr. with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Franz Wagner. Got 6 on the shot clock now. Or game clock, I say. Wagner passes over to Carter Jr. He'll put the shot up. That's no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter here. 75-61. The Hawks on top. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter after this. Start of the fourth quarter here. We start out with the State Farm assist of the game, and that goes to Caleb Houston on an alley-oop. Is that a Congo? I think that was a Kongu, so State Farm is sponsor of NBA 2K26. Kongu, Kennard, Porzingis. That's Caleb Houston. And Carter Jr. with the rebound. So we have Suggs, Bane, Bedaze, Black, and Carter Jr. That's the lineup set, full lineup set. I know we got Okongwu, Alexander Walker, Kennard, Porzingis, and Houston. That's the full lineup set for the Hawks. Carter Jr., he'll miss that one. Luke Kennard, a Laker in real life. Alexander Walker feeding over to Porzingis. Porzingis, there's a shot. I believe that was Kennard that had the shot. That's no good. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. Anthony Black feeds it over to Bane. He'll shoot the 3. Bane will make the 3. Desmond Bain, I know, has had a little bit of a better game 2, but he would like to shoot better from the field. 75-64. Alexander Walker over to Houston, back to Kennard, 10 on the shot clock. Kennard, he'll put the 3 up. That's no good. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. Black has it as he's crossing the half-court line. Feed it over to Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. Magic within 8. Yeah, Alexander Walker feeding it over to Houston. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. And the lead is up to 11 again. Alexander Walker, I think, got the assist there. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Suggs feeding over to Carter Jr. He'll make the slam dunk. Wendell Carter Jr. with 10 points in this game. He had 8 in all of game number 1. No, we had 4 of all game number 1. Never mind, he's had a little bit of a better game. Alexander Walker feeding it over to Porzingis. 9 on the shot clock. Porzingis. That shot is no good. Carter Jr. with the rebound. We got Jalen Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Alexander Walker, easy rebound there. Kennard coming around. And he'll make the bucket. The lead up to 11 again. I believe 14, I think, is the largest lead. Maybe 16. Might have to look at the records. 80-69. That's where we have approaching 9 minutes to play in the fourth. Suggs for 3. No good. Okongwu with the rebound. Alexander Walker feeding it over to Porzingis. Porzingis layup is good. I believe that's 25 for him in this game. And the lead is up to 13. Over to Desmond Bain. It was 16 points, actually. There's Desmond Bain for 3. That's no good. Yeah, I forgot that it was a 16-point lead for the Hawks at one point in the third quarter, because that was part of a 9-0 run, as you see Suggs. Over to Badazzi. Over to Jalen Suggs here. 8 minutes to play here in the fourth. Suggs feeding it over to Badazzi. Feeds it back over to Bain. Bain, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Okongwu grabbing a rebound here. Under 8 to play in the fourth. Feeds it back over to Alexander Walker. 13 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker shoots the 3. No good. Carter Jr. with the rebound. Desmond Black feeds it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs feeds it over to Bain. Got 10 on the shot clock. Jalen Suggs. We have 5 on the shot clock. Over to Bain. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. Magic within 10. Lead Desmond Bain with 20 in this game as we have a timeout called by the Hawks. 7:11 to play in the fourth. We're going to take a timeout. 82-72. Hawks on top. Back in Atlanta here. 7:11 to play in the fourth. We look at the Orlando lineup. We got Black, Suggs, Wagner, both Wagner brothers, and Banchero. And for the Hawks, we have Young, Kennard, Alexander Walker, Mohamed Gay, or no, Okongwu, I should say, and Porzingis. It's back over to Trae Young. So no, I don't think we have Alexander Walker. Do we? Yeah, we do have Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but you see Kennard shoots the 3, and the lead is up to 13 again. 85-72. Franz Wagner. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Okongwu grabbing a rebound. Big pass over to Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker feeding it over to Trae Young. Young. 5 on the shot clock. He'll shoot over to Alexander Walker for 3. No good. Jalen Suggs grabbing a rebound. Suggs 14 on the shot clock. Suggs gives it up over to Banchero for three. That's no good. Okongwu grabbing a rebound. We got Trae Young halfway through the fourth quarter right now. 85-72. Hawks on top. Porzingis with the slam dunk. That's 27 for him if I'm not mistaken. Banchero. $15 on the shot clock. 5:36 to play here in the fourth. Banchero gonna go to the line and one opportunity. Porzingis, he's called for his first personal foul, first team foul against the Hawks. Desmond Bane checking back into the game for Jalen Suggs. Banchero gonna go to the line, shooting one. Young, Daniels, Rishaze, Johnson, and Porzingis. So I believe that is the starting five out there for the Hawks. Banchero will sink it. 87-75, 5.5 to play in the fourth. The Hawks looking to try to take a 2-0 series lead heading back to Central Florida. Dyson Daniels. He's coming around, and he'll dish it over to Rishaze. 4 on the shot clock. Over to Young. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. And the Hawks lead up to 15 again. They led by as many as 16. Banchero. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Trae Young grabbing a rebound. He's over to Rishaze. Zachary Rishaze feeds it over to Dyson Daniels. Back over to Rishaze. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. And the lead is up to 18. That's their new largest lead. 93-75. Hawks on top. Under 4.5 to play in the fourth. Franz Wagner feeds it over to Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner with the layup. The Magic 31-79. The Hawks 40 of 83. 18 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Trae Young. We got 10 on the shot clock. Young makes a spin move. He'll put the shot up. No good, but Porzingis will get the offensive rebound and put in. 95-77. Franz Wagner. That jumper's up. That's good. The younger brother of Mo Wagner with the bucket there. That shot is good. That's Rishaze with the three-pointer there, and the lead is up to 19. No, Rishaze actually had the assist there. I think that was Trae Young that had the three. But there's a slam dunk right there. Lead up to 17. 98-81. Daniels shoots the three. That's no good. Franz Wagner. The younger brother of Mo Wagner. Black will get the layup there. Rishaze as he's crossing the half-court line. 2.5 to play here in the fourth. Hawks leading it by 15. Porzingis over to Dyson Daniels, over to Johnson. Porzingis with it, 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis, he'll put the shot up. He'll drain the shot. Oh, Porzingis, I think he's at 30 now. And Hawks reach the century mark. We have a timeout called by the Magic. 2:03 to play in the fourth. 101-83, Hawks on top. Coming out of timeout here. 2:03 to play as Jalen Suggs rechecks into the game for the Orlando Magic. Team down by 18. Mo Wagner. 2 minutes to play over to Banchero. Back over to Suggs. Suggs, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. It's only a 15-point game. Trae Young. Over to Dyson Daniels. I gotta tell you, the Knicks during that series against the Hawks. I think it's the first game. I think I see Porzingis coming around with the layup. 34 points for him. Minute 29 to play here in the fourth. 103-86. Bain feeding it over to Banchero. 9 on the shot clock. Banchero. He'll put the bucket up. That's good. Paolo Banchero. 75 seconds to play. 75 seconds away, and actually less than that now for the Hawks. Going to Central Florida, leading the series 2-0. Young shooting the three. That's in there. Trae Young. And the lead is up to 18. But what I was going to say, though, speaking of Trae Young, was the fact that he still lives in the head of the New York Knicks fans. I think it was during one of the first 2 games of the NBA playoff series when the Hawks played the Knicks. I mean, Trae Young in real life was traded to the Wizards. But I remember during game 1 of the 2021 series when the Knicks fans were chanting, bleep Trae Young, as you see him with the bucket there. The lead is up to 20. They chanted that throughout the series in 2021. Well, the Knicks fans, even though he's not there anymore, we're still chanting bleep Trae Young at Madison Square Garden. As we have 15 on the shot clock. Richazé coming around with a slam dunk. Shot clock turned off. Will Banchero and company try to get at least one more shot, try to at least get 90? They might just hold on to it. They will hold on to it. And it's a final. The Hawks take the first 2 games on home court. They still remain undefeated in this postseason in my season playthrough. They defeat the Orlando Magic 110-88. And the Hawks, as I said, they'll take a 2-0 series lead as this series will shift back to Central Florida for Game 3 coming up in a couple of days. Stick around and see who the player of the game is. And then we have the post-game player stats. And then my sign-off. And, of course, no surprise there, Kristaps Porzingis. It is time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. Kristaps Porzingis, a double-double, 34 points, 17 rebounds, and 1 assist. That was your player of the game. Trae Young, 30 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Zachary Richazé, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. Jalen Johnson, and also Onyeka Okongwu, both with 8 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist each. Luke Kennard, 8 points, 1 rebound. Dyson Daniels with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Caleb Houston, 3 points, 1 assist. Mohamed Gay, 1.2 rebounds. Then we got Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Followed by Kobe Buffkin. He only went 0 for 2 shooting in 3 minutes of play. Nafali Dante, Asa Newell, Nikola Jurisic, and Vic Krejci did not play for the Atlanta Hawks. And now for the Orlando Magic. They were led by Paolo Banchero with 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Jalen Suggs with 18 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Desmond Bane, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Wendell Carter Jr., double-double for him, 10 points, 13 rebounds, 1 steal. Franz Wagner, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Anthony Black with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. The older Wagner brother, Mo Wagner, 4 points, 5 rebounds. Tyus Jones with 1 rebound. Goga Bitadze, 2 rebounds and 1 block. And then we got Noah Penda, Jonathan Isaac, Jet Howard, Jace Richardson, Tristan Da Silva did not play for the Orlando Magic. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. Next video coming out will be Game 2 between the 8th-seeded San Antonio Spurs and the 5th-seeded Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers came out in a 2-point victory, coming back from 15 points down in the second half, and held on to win against the Spurs. That was a 2-point game. That was a very much of a fun game. I would go back and watch that game if I were you guys, because that was a really good one. But as I said, Game 2, Spurs, Lakers, be there or be squared. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment on this video. And if you are new to this channel or have been watching these videos and have not done so yet, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. What's taking you so long? It's easy. You can just hit that subscribe button, and then right next to it, you can see the bell icon to receive. You can click on that to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And then also, if you're able to support me financially, there is a link in the description down below for my Cash App, as well as where you can find me on Instagram and X. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And with that, I want to remind everybody, behind a 34-point performance by Kristaps Porzingis and 30 for Trae Young, the final score of the game, the Atlanta Hawks hold serve on home court. They defeat the Orlando Magic 110-88. They take a 2-0 series lead as the series will shift back to Central Florida. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.